Okay, I'm gonna do a new tutorial because my last one sucked and it failed. But this one's probably not gonna fail, which is good, hopefully. What this tutorial is about is layer mask. Layer mask but with an S at the end. Layer mask anyways, now you're wondering, what is a layer mask and why should I use it? Well, a layer mask is exactly what it sounds like. It's a mask that covers the layer. The advantage of a layer mask for this purpose is to separate your layers and colors from each other, and it also helps you paint if you like staying within the lines. It really helps you paint your line art if you got some line art to color. Let me give you an example. Actually, I can bring this up right now. You can see right here. Oh wait, that's not. There we go. Okay, so you can see I have these areas colored right here, and when I try to paint over them, what's going to happen is, let me just choose like a red color to contrast it. What's going to happen is it won't go outside the lines. You can see how no matter how much I try, it stays within the confines of my layer mask, which is good, because if you're painting, you don't want to go back and erase, or go back and just redo everything that you messed up or what have you. And that's why we use layer masks, or why I use them at least. You may find a different use for them, which is good, and you can do that. But for this purpose, we're doing it just strictly for painting. So let's get started. Now, it seems kind of intimidating sometimes when people when you go over the layer mask or just using masking in general. It's a lot of people don't like to explain it, and it gets kind of confusing sometimes, and it makes you not want to use it. But really, it's really well, I guess that's kind of a double negative. But it really is easy to use. Don't get intimidated by it. I'm gonna make it really easy for you. It's in just a couple steps. You can start doing layer mask. So let's do a new layer. Let's make a new layer. Let me make my thumbnails a little bigger. There we go. Alright, so let's go to a new layer. What we're gonna do is just do a painting little thing here. This is red, and we're gonna paint a section here that I want to mask off. You don't have to be very neat. You can be kind of messy. It doesn't matter, because we're gonna mask it away. You're not gonna see it later on. So you can see right here, we just painted this whole area just red, just for no reason, for no good reason. And to use a layer mask, it's very, very, very easy, because all you have to do is click on the little button right here. It looks like a square or a rectangle, however you perceive it, and it has a little circle in the middle. That will add a layer mask to any layer that you select. So I'm just gonna. Before you do that, make sure you select your object that you're masking. Right here, we just made this painting, this little splash of red right here, and to select it, all we have to do is hold on Control or Command if you're on a Mac, and just click on the thumbnail in the layer. And you see it's just highlighting or doing the marching ants around just what's on that layer, which is this splash of red right here. And then we can click the Add Layer Mask button. Just click it, and there we go. That's it. Now we have a layer mask. But you're wondering to yourself, it looks exactly the same. There's no difference. What did I just do? Well, what you did was you created a mask on top of whatever you painted, but only what you selected. And we selected everything on that layer, which is this blotch right here. So when we try painting on it, you see it's not going outside of the selection. The mask is preventing us from seeing what's on the other side. If I were to just do, I would just paint it again. Actually, just paint all over it. You can see it's all blue. When I disable the layer mask, you can see what's underneath it, which is all this. But because we have the mask enabled, it hides it. And that's what we're moving on to next, is adding more to the layer mask. It's really easy. Just select the layer mask and pick the brush tool. And you see down here in the color palette, or the color selection, it's black and white enabled by default. Black hides anything underneath the layer mask, and white reveals it. So black like shadow, white like highlights. So If we paint on here, while we make sure you have layer mask selected first, and make sure you're not having the layer, this thumbnail selected, but layer mask. It's black. It's right here, right next to it. Nah, not hard to miss, but just select that first before you start painting, and you paint with black, and you can see it goes away. But we're not erasing anything. All we're doing is masking, because if we disable the layer mask, there it is, right back to where it was. So we're not erasing. That's another advantage of using a layer mask. Instead of erasing, all you're doing is hiding. So if you want to save something and you just realize, oh man, I erased it. What am I going to do now? You can't undo. There's only so many times you can undo. A lot of computers don't have the capacity to undo a million times. So with the layer mask, you're able to hide what you don't want to see instead of erasing it, while still giving the same effect. So you can see, I just used black and painted all around it, and it looks like I erased it, but it didn't. It's just hidden. So if we go back to the layer itself, and just click on the little thumbnail right here, and try to paint, look at that. It stays inside the lines. Perfect. Just perfect. And if we disable the layer mask, right click disable, you can see all the crap we did underneath. But a layer mask, think of it like throwing dirt under the rug. No one's ever gonna see that shit. And that's how you make a layer mask.